What's up, you degenerates? Scott Barnes here, and I wanted to discuss something, and it's counting cards and what the human limit is. And I was scrolling through some YouTube shorts, and I came across a great scene and a very pivotal scene that we all know and love in our history, in the cinematic world, and that is Rain Man. When him and Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman at the time, he's still alive. What am I talking about? They go to the casino. And Dustin Hoffman, with his autistic, mind, is able to count cards, right? And there's a spot that I want you guys to just listen to, and then we're going to go into it. All right. So right here, when Dustin Hoffman and my true love and liege, Tom Cruise, right? I want you guys to watch this part right here. Okay. Got the security camera, and listen to what they have to say.
What do you see?
Well, he's not catching the whole card, and he's not past posting us.
I don't see him using a computer.
Well, he's not, but something's not right. There's no one in the world can count into a six-deck shoe.
There's no one in the world that can count a six-deck shoe. Now, remember, this movie was made in the 80s. An 80s classic, maybe early 90s. I could be wrong, but please fact check me on that one. But my point is, as you heard him as well saying, he can't be using a computer as well, which is also interesting. And I do recommend you guys going and looking up on YouTube how the guy stole millions with a little device. And, he would go in to slot machines and put the device up in there and trick the light reader and, of course, win, hundreds of thousands, if not millions. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is a six-deck shoe. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they do have 7-deck shoes now. Okay, you can do 2-deck, and remember, I'm learning all this as I'm going down. But the fact that he said there's no human that can do a 6-hand shoe. Ladies and gentlemen, there are card counters out there that are, a little more incognito than other. But there's no more than a outgoing card counter named Steve Bridges.
Of beating casinos at high-stakes blackjack. In this final episode, our house of cards comes crashing down. You'll see what can go wrong with team play, and we'll run into a situation where a casino decides to steal from us.
Beat the odds. And that's where we're going to segue into a 7-deck shoe. When Steve Bridges plays, and a lot of these card counters, they are actually using software on a computer that helps them track the count of the shoe, determining when you're going to have more face cards and when you're going to have when the shoe is high and when the shoe is low. I think those are the terms that I'm looking for. But what we're getting at is when the surveillance guy said, hey, there's no reason why, there's no way he can count a 7 or 6-deck shoe. And this is the fascination of the human brain and the human mind when it comes to using technology, and actually, in my mindset, opening and unlocking the potential of the human brain. And if you guys, degenerates as we are, like to gamble, we probably also like to watch cartoons, and also play video games. And if you are a hardcore video gamer, you know as much as well as I do, there is a speed run portion of video games where these guys will do everything it takes to finish the game as fast as possible. Now, what is the human limit on that? Which I do recommend going to Summoning Salt. He's actually a really good YouTuber who goes in deep about these players that beat the game at computer precise play. And when I say computer precise, they are pressing the buttons, doing tricks, as they would call a task, a tool-assisted program, or a tool-assisted program that will they will individually put in the inputs that you would press on a computer scale at a certain amount of time, frame perfect button pressing, and we have replicated it live. And it is shown on video that we can replicate computers. And we can even go back to the early 60s and 70s when the space race was going down. And there's a great movie about it. And these ladies were able to calculate precise equations perfectly, absolutely perfectly. And it just astonishes me that we are able to expand our mind, and not only expand our mind, but to be able to make computer-like decisions, which are, I think even computers can make just like AI can make a fault when it comes to like if they're addressing or if they're coming from a third person or first person, those things can happen. But what I'm getting to is that when you are able to achieve computer-like reactions and when you are able to make those types of plays, there really is no limit of what we can do. And I bring this up because these guys like Steve Bridges will go on these runs and will go in teams and play the casino and try to beat
It wasn't
them.
an argument, but there was a discussion. Do we go back to the same casino?
And these guys will meet up, they will train together, get better, and try to take the casino. And I love the fact that they have what do they call it? They have spy cameras. And those spy cameras will kind of show you what they're going through. Well, they will show you, not kind of show you. But I'm kind of rambling on. But at the end of the day, these guys are practicing. And as we get more and more into the digital age that we are, and we are going to advance into AI, we really have really come to the surface of what is capable of our human abilities. And one last thing I really want to put into your mind before this video ends. Neil deGrasse Tyson made a very valid point. From the time that the pyramids were made, what was the next tallest structure or taller structure between that time of BC time all the way to the next tallest structure? I want to give you guys 3 seconds to think about it. What's the next structure that was as tall or taller than the pyramids? 3, 2, 1. The Eiffel Tower in France. Thousands of years. And then I really want to say from that point on, we have made leaps and bounds. Now, I don't want to get to political on here, but I also think the contribution of the United States being a capitalistic society and innovation and not having government control, which they do now, but hey, that's a separate story and subject. But my point is, when you're able to have resources and when you're able to have people to train with you, you really have no limit of what you are capable of doing. Even these guys that are trading high stocks, they actually created a pipeline, an internet pipeline that went direct to the trade center, back to them back in Spokane, Washington, or something like that, or Minnesota. These cable companies would get milliseconds of time to be able to place trades faster than others so they can get a better edge on the stock market so they can make better hedges and better trades. That being said, we are getting into milliseconds, if not sub-milliseconds. And it's crazy that as our brains develop and our technologies get better, these kids are learning at such a fast pace, learning on iPads, and these kids are able to use an iPad and they can't even write, but they can go in and do code. It's absolutely astonishing. But my point is that counting a 7-deck shoe is not that far from where we're at right now. And 20 years, and this is why we have to embrace not only technology and programs and all sorts of other stuff that can give us a benefit, but you guys better watch out. You guys better watch out because before you know it, our human brain, if you guys watch also SpaceX or Elon, they put that Neuralink in. We're getting really close. And I'm just really excited about that. So let me know what you guys think. I'm very interested, and this is kind of an off-cuff video, but just wanted to have some fun talking with you guys. See you in the next video.